Hi everybody, this is Hero back with another Dragonflight video and taking a look at a few pulls from a number of dungeons I've been doing as I level up this Holy Priest. And in particular, I've chosen some clips that showcase its damage potential, singling out the burst moments when I'm using three major spells together. What are these spells? First, Divine Word. This is a button that empowers your next cast of either Chastise, Serenity, or Sanctify, and it gives you a huge boon for each of those. The Chastise one is a 30% damage amp. There's also a slightly additional functionality if you're casting Smite during that little buff. It sometimes puts Holy Fire. But for our purposes, we're really interested in the 30% damage amp. We pair that together with Imperial Blaze, which gives us 3 instant cast Holy Fires, and Burning Vehemence, which is a passive that makes our Holy Fire do cleave. So, you can macro that all together, even with PI if you'd like, and a trinket, what I've done. Fire that button off, hit Chastise, get your window of damage, then fire off your Holy Fires alongside spamming Holy Nova. One of the benefits on the class side is we have Rhapsody, which is a talent that stacks up to 20. I believe they recently, in the last 6 months or so, buffed the stacking point for Rhapsody, so it's basically double, so it stacks up a lot quicker. Each stack gives you more damage and healing. So essentially, at 20 stacks, you've got a lot of burst damage. This fits really nicely with the Divine Word playstyle, because you know you have 3 GCDs at least that are going towards Holy Fire, and you're probably hoping to get off a number of Holy Novas within that window, but you're guaranteed to get off at least one, usually has above 15 or 20 stacks. In between that, you're just filling in with normal Mythic Plus stuff. See healing allies with Word of Life or Serenity. What I really like about this gameplay style is it allows you to front load so much of your participation on the front, and Holy Novas can be stored, as it were, like a charge. So many of these instances, I'm just spamming Holy Nova over again in multi-target, but if you have a more serious situation like keys, you have to attend to healing. That Holy Nova is just stacking in the background. Holy Fire is always going to be a huge button, but then the Holy Nova ramps up to be a solid button. And if you have nothing to do, you can spam Holy Nova. If you have something to do, it's not that big of a deal. You're not damaged. Now, I know that Disc Priest is really meta. That's fine. But I'm always interested in checking out that are a little bit out of the ordinary. And I hadn't really been back to Holy Priest for a long time, so I thought I would check it out, get it going. I've been playing Paladin and I've been playing Shaman. And I want to be like, hey, hold on a second. I haven't checked on damage scaling Holy Priest. Now, seems pretty good to me. Now, by pretty good, I mean after those 3 GCDs used on Holy Fire within our Chastise window, we're pushing like hundreds of thousands of damage at really low eye level. All of the clips you see, my character is either eye level 430 or below. The initial ones, it's even lower than that. So one of the things that I find fascinating is how is this going to scale? And I look at some of the profiles here on the healing, standard things, prayer mending. You will see Holy Nova drop out a little bit as you go higher keys. But the damage profile I find very interesting. Here you have Holy Fire, Holy Nova, Burning Vehement, all pretty much tied for one. Holy Nova is a bit higher because either some desyncing or damage amp. I think this was to Azumat in Throne of Thunder, Throne of Tides, excuse me. But the point is, these 3 are your major contributions. cast Smite a whole bunch, Halo, a whole bunch, and yet it's okay. They're only contributing sort of mildly. There's good burst there, but this is the encouraging part for me. Burning Vehemence and Holy Nova at 20 stacks are a significant contributor. What this means is I have to use less GCDs for the course of a Mythic Plus, devoted to these spells. I can spend more of my time doing other things, still get the value. The other major thing to note is some of the talent choices here. Now, obviously, you need to take some of the core pieces. There is a bit of an argument, perhaps, for Divine Image, given certain tier sets, where you're resetting your holy words over and over and over with Apotheosis, all these kinds of good synergy with prayer mending. However, I found in my testing of Divine Image that you get inconsistent damage. You do get lots of those holy dudes out, firing off their abilities, the AoE ones, single target. They do good damage when they're out, but don't get that window that you can use and then be okay outside of. So it very much punishes uptime. And that's my concern with Divine Image, is I can't guarantee that my uptime be there. Now there is a problem for the Chastise window, obviously. That's your damage amp. You lose about 30% damage if you start to do your stuff outside of it. But most pulls have a fairly benign beginning. Within the first 5 to 6 seconds, the tank's pulling, you can be sure to get a significant portion of your. But I'll need to do more Divine Image. Obviously, Apotheosis is probably much better than Salvation in most instances. Kind of a sucker for punishment, or I like it as a big CD when I'm running low. Rhapsody is good. You could do some of the mind game stuff. I think it's that necessary. But I do like the mending gameplay, and that's going to play into our tier set considerations for Season 4. Now, obviously, Season 1 has some stuff going on for it with respect to prayer of mending, but I like Season 2 the most. The idea of duplicating mendings gives you a lot more control over your passive healing, and then you can just lean on cooldowns. That's pretty much good enough in a key. If you don't have enough passive healing, you have to devote GCDs to casting Flash Heal and Heal. You'll have to do that a little bit anyways, but having mending as the core piece that can bounce, get a lot of damage going out to everybody in plus setting, this sort of ensures that you have that ground of prayer of mending doing its work in the background. Always efficient. I really like that. That just lets you focus on damage and know that you can. Season 3 does have good synergy with the whole Apotheosis thing. Does have good synergy when you're thinking about the Divine Image. So perhaps, depending on what the people choose, you might have to think about that. But I just wanted to bring this whole build to your attention. And I tell you, I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to try to take this up through 18 and 20s and see how we do plus. If you're enjoying it, you can let me know in the comments. And other than that, guys, we will catch you. We will just watch this. Catch you again next time. Get on your Holy Priest. Check it out. Huge damage in about 7 GC. Off you go. Look at this. This is nonsense. 430 eye level. It's great. Let me know what you guys think. We'll chat again next time.